the Suns Out, Buns Out Day. Are you so excited?
Yes.
Suns Out, Buns Out Phoenix. It's the first ever traveling Suns Out, Buns Out.
We found water.
We found water. We did it.
It's like the OG one.
It's like the original one, but slightly different.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Queer Girl Straight Skates. My name is Shove. I might sound a little more raspy right now because I went to do SOBO in Phoenix, Arizona and got the laryngitis while I was there, so we can finally talk about it. Let's go. Queer Girl Straight Skates is a YouTube channel all about roller skating, whether it's lifestyle, products, reviews, tutorials, the whole shebang. Usually it's Rebel, but Rebel's behind the camera today, so we're switching gears. My name's Courtney Shove, aka Fat Girl Has Moxie, and I host one of the country's largest rollouts called Suns Out, Buns Out, aka SOBO. Usually to kick off the summer in Long Beach, California, but this was the first time we took it on the road on 11/11 to Phoenix, Arizona. Suns Out Buns Out is a rollout that I created so that people could have a place, a safe space, to gather and wear something that kind of showed their skin or parts of their body that they're usually not that confident about, and all roll out, whether on roller skates, inline skates, skateboards, bikes, whatever it is. We had someone on a scooter this last time. They were an injured roller skater and they were on a freaking electric scooter. Literally everyone's allowed that can roll with us. Actually, we even had a Flintstone car. I hope there's a clip because we got to insert that in. So Suns Out, Buns Out was basically dreamed up by me. But first it started with Powered by Thunder Thighs, which was also a body POSI rollout. But then I was like, you know what? We should take it one more step and have a bikini rollout. So most people will show up not in a ridiculous costume of some sort, in a bikini. And it's for all ages, all levels, and it's a great time. I've been wanting to travel with SOBO for years because everyone has been asking, and I didn't really think it was possible because we were like, we're gonna have to fundraise, it's gonna be too expensive to fly somewhere or even drive because gas is so expensive now, thank you economy, and also the price of staying somewhere. And we were like, aka me and Rebel, were like, I don't know, like, if we can make this happen. And then we realized one of our best friends, Heather, aka Project Pinup, lives in Phoenix, Arizona, and everything just lined up. When we get there, there was enough parking. It was great. I see other roller skaters in swimsuits. I'm like, oh my God, they're here for SOBO. So good. It was so funny because we're loading up our SOBO shirts, we're loading up our skates, and we're like, we don't know where we need to go. We're running late, let's go. And then like we look up, all the skaters were like 10 feet away. And we're like, oh, okay. But anyways, I get there and I see the Zoni Girls all in hot pink. It was super cute, and Rebel ended up wearing hot pink too. So she blended right in. And then we had like Kate is dressed as a cow, and then we had her husband dressed as a cowboy. It was so great. And I actually had a really cool conversation with Kate's husband, Zach, because I told him like, oh, like he had little short shorts and he rolled them even shorter, and he had a shirt open and a cowboy hat on. And I was like, how are you feeling? Like, how do you feel about your outfit? Do you think you would ever wear this again? And he was like, you know what? I had a moment this morning where I looked in the mirror and I was like, I can't go in public like this. Like, what am I thinking? Like, everyone's gonna stare. And then he's like, but now that I'm here, I'm like, no one cares. It's so great. It's so rewarding. And like, that made me smile so big with my like cracked voice. Because like, that's the real meaning of SOBO. It's to like have those moments of like, oh yeah, like it clicks that like, it's not that big of a deal. Like, you get out of your house and you're like, oh, it was all just me. It was all in my head. So I loved having that conversation with him, and just proof again that it's for all genders too. Not just for women. It's for everybody. But anyways, people are coming. Some kids are coming. We have older people. And everyone's vibing, and like everyone's buying some stuff. We had some shirts out, and Project Pinup was selling some stuff. And the same thing happened. This has only happened, I think, has it happened twice now, babe? I think twice. Where like, first of all, Rebel, thank you for being my voice, because I would have to whisper to her and then she would yell. So she was literally my megaphone. So I'm like, okay, babe, can you tell them, like, we're gonna get rolling? So she's like, okay, we're gonna roll. So we get onto the, like, little pathway. By the way, this was in Tempe's Lake, at Tempe Lake, and it was beautiful there. There was, like, a bridge and everything. So we get off up by the water, and then she's like, okay, let's roll out. And, and everyone's just... And a couple people kind of roll, and they're like, roll out! And it's like, we forget that a lot of people haven't been to a rollout, so I don't think they know, like, that means, like, let's skate, get going. So finally we just like, let's just skate, and they'll get it, so that everyone gets onto the little track. And it's so funny because, like, me and Rebel like to book it, like skate fast, and then we're like, oh yeah, slow down. But it was so awesome. I think we had about 70 people show up. It was a great group. Like, there were so people showing up, and then they turned around and joined us, and we skated to this beautiful bridge, let everyone catch up with us. And I don't know, like, the bridge was just like magical. Like, I never really thought about like skate. Actually, one time I skated over a bridge, but it was like a nasty canal in LA. It was not a beautiful lake. And we like all skate through it, and I look back and I'm like, wow, this is so cute. And it was like, the sun was perfect that day. It was like 80 degrees out. There was some random like Veterans Day like sports competition happening, so they shut down part of the section we were gonna roll, but people didn't even care. So the Long Beach one is usually like 6-ish miles, like 5-6 miles. And this one was like super short. But people were just vibing, and like they didn't care. Like, it was a good time. So we all kind of like hung around, talked, skated back, but then to a dance pad. And then everyone just went right into it and started circling it like a rink. And it was so cute. And I was just like, this is great. Like, this is such a good day. And it was so pretty with the water in the background, and the vibes were immaculate per usual. There was an after party hosted by Zoni. So it was Zoni Girls Lingerie and Loungerie after party. And this thing was so upscale. I was like, I walked in and I was like, okay. There were pretty chandeliers. The lighting was great. The DJ was so good. And we had this huge vending section. The booth is Cheers to the Queers. That's Rebel's business. And it had some of my stuff on there too. And it was super cute. Especially like just to see like Cheers to the Queers and this huge thing. So many people came and bought like skate slut shirts and like jewelry. And the purses were like bestsellers. Like, everyone was obsessed with all the purses on Cheers to the Queers. So if you too are like, ooh, what? There's cute stuff at Cheers to the Queers? Yes, check them out. Cheerstothequeers.com. The after party was a rink party. So one side was a designated rink. There was a little vendor village in one room with like couches, and then there was like other like high top tables, and people would just chill. And there was a full bar there. Like, there was so much stuff going on. It was so awesome. They even had skate rentals, so it's like a pop-up rink situation. And they actually host them, I think, monthly. So if you go to zonigirls.com, you can check out all the events they have. They do pop-ups, they have skate rentals. It's run by two sisters that are Black and queer, so you gotta stick together, support them. So this after party went until 2 a.m. So we get back home, aka our bestie's house, and it's like 3 in the morning almost. We knock out, and then at 10 a.m. there was the Waken Skate hosted by Rebel / Cheers to the Queers. There were people there. People made it. Oh my gosh, we had people there that were from the rollout. We had people from Palm Springs there. It was crazy. It was a good turnout, and it was super cute because a bunch of people had their skate slut shirts on. So it was like it looked like a little crew. By this time, I could not talk at all. So I just sat there with my little hot tea. Didn't even skate. I just helped with the raffle, aka pulled a raffle ticket out and handed it to someone to read. And I was like I couldn't even get mad at the fact that I couldn't talk, because I was just so happy. It was just like, wow, we did like all 3 events. They were all a hit. They were all fun. And I was still riding the high of just being like, wow, like, we did it. We took SOBO on the road, and when we left the skate park, and like literally, since there was like enough people, I think it was like there was about like 20 people at Waken Skate, I believe, and since there was only like that amount, we let everyone win. So we just kept pulling the tickets, and we're like, let's just do more. So we just kept giving away stuff. So everyone was a winner that day. It was super awesome because I figured, like, why not, you know? And when we packed up and went to do the long drive home, which took super long, there was so much traffic, all I could think, and I told Rebel, I was just like, I can't talk much, but I have to at least say the words that I am so proud of us, and that it's so awesome that we were finally able to take this and like share the message of body positivity or neutrality and like give confidence to skaters in a different area code. And it's one of those things like we've been talking about doing for years that didn't really feel possible. And a lot of people were like, I hope you'd come back. And I really do want to do it next year if I'm able to. And I want to go other places if we're able to. And I guess it really was just a testament of not losing faith and really just keep doing the good work, and eventually everything works out the way it's supposed to work out and when it's supposed to work out. So I don't know, I'm still really happy, and I think it was a beautiful thing to see. And honestly, if only 10 people would have showed up, I would have felt just as proud, because I think just being able to change one person's experience in the skate community, or giving them their first chance to participate in a rollout or something that they see on the internet that's a 7-hour drive away and get to experience it themselves, I think that's a really special moment. I feel really lucky to be able to provide that for some people. Thanks for watching this episode of Queer Girl Straight Skates. Again, I am Chev. Next week, I guess you'll see Rebel. She posts about every week or two. I don't know, you just gotta hit that notification bell so you can find out. It's always a happy surprise. And if you would like to support us and our dog Bowie and all of our wildest dreams, because we have a wedding next year, shop at cheerstothequeers.com and subscribe to the emails, because I write them, and there's always cool things and sales and deals and new products coming. And there's still some SOBO merch on there. So check it out. Go to the search bar. SOBO, Suns Out, Buns Out. All this stuff will pop up. And until then, I guess, what do we always say? Oh, yeah. Cheers to the queers! You know what that was called?
Welcome to Suns Out, Buns Out, bitches.
Me and